Hey guys, welcome to Click Chatter Live, back-to-back sessions. Welcome Surya, Saurabh bhai, Mukesh, Kaushik and Abhinav. Welcome guys. Hope you are doing good.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello, guys.
we
Hello.
have we have two replacements. We won the toss and choose to replace Surya and Mukesh with Veer and Robin. So yeah, we are in for Mumbai today. Our main focus will
Hopefully,
be on
hopefully we can
yeah,
decode
hopefully.
impact player substitutions.
Yeah. Anyway, we have two diehard fans of Mumbai here, Abhinav and Mukesh. Yeah. So let's start the session. I'll straightly go to Abhinav. Abhinav, I want to ask about your thoughts on last season. You finished last. Do you think this season is same, or do you feel this season you will come to ninth?
I mean, look, last season was an unmitigated disaster. Ishan Kishan started brightly, but then just died on the cliff of the Niagara. Uh, Rohit never seemed to find any kind of form. He was basically lost in the woods trying to figure out what is wrong with the team. Uh, I mean, then I think the only few bright spots of the team were I think Tilak Verma's emergence and then the late bloom that Tim David had. Firstly, dropping him after 2 games never made any sense. It was probably I think uh, it could be counted as a crime against humanity that Tim David was dropped after just 2 games without any rhyme or reason. It was, and at least the fact that they finally got him back at the dead end of the tournament when they were basically dead and buried, dead buried 6 feet under. I mean, they brought him back and he kind of won them a couple of games on his own. And I mean, he just showed that why is he just such a intimidating presence while batting. I mean, towards those long overs, I think he has the same kind of fear factor that a Kyle Pollard generated in his prime. So uh, I mean, it was. I mean, as the season goes, it was probably the most disastrous season I've seen from Mumbai Indians, and I mean, since 2000, after 2009, I think this is the worst that they've played. Uh, the auction, yeah, it happened. I mean, and now just Preet Bumrah is also not there, so yeah, I mean, there is और भी कम है जमाने में. I mean, there's a lot more sadness there around the world. I mean, I don't want to cry a river about Mumbai any longer. I think there's a lot more to cry about.
Yeah. I mean, the addition of Cameron Green will give you some stability. I did have enough.
Uh, in theory, let's separate the theory and the reality. In theory, Cameron Green is an outstanding prospect for Mumbai. I mean, in a way, he's what he can bring what a Hardik Pandya was bringing to Mumbai. A very very good explosive batsman who could probably be floated who have the potential to float either across the batting order, be it at the top of the middle of the order, and is I think probably a better bowler than Hardik, especially when it comes to speed. I mean, Green is very capable of hitting that 140 kilometer per hour barrier, and like Hardik, he's as good a fielder as Hardik is. So in theory, he makes for a perfect replacement for Hardik. Now let's come
Yeah.
to the practical side. His he's not started. He's not had a lot of T20 experience. The two knocks that kind of brought him into the limelight, which happened against India last year, were both came when he was opening the innings. And his returns from the middle order haven't really been impressive either. And he's still and he's only just about returned to bowling fitness as well. So I mean, it's Mumbai have to really figure out where is it that Cam Green can fit in? I think, and for that they'll have to probably take the hard call of either telling Ishan Kishan to drop down the order, or that the captain will have to drop himself down the order to accommodate a Green up top. Because this time I think Green
Right.
probably is the best bet as an opener. There's no other way out that they have apart from that. So I think they'll have to take that hard call of where do they want to see Cameron Green batting.
Right, right. Thank you, Abhinav. I'll quickly move to anyone having anything to add on this, or we can move to the next one.
Yeah, true. Simple. When we talk about when we talk about Mumbai Indians, we talk about legacy. And unfortunately, the biggest problem is we
Right,
forget exactly what they have done in the past. The only thing I would like to add here that let it be as it is. We know exactly they're going through the phases. Just support the team the way you are. Better will
right,
decide the next questions and stuff accordingly. Because at this moment, for me, whose top three is MI also with RCB and CSK. Quite obvious it is that yes, there is an emotion. So I would rather support CSK, MI, because they are going through the phases rather than be too critical at this moment when exactly they have shifted their ball game differently in past 2 years because of they lost too many good players in the auction. So let's
right, right. I also think Surya has something to add on this.
Yeah, this is basically centered around what Abhinav said. With Cameron Green's batting position, I think that's probably the first thing they'll have to take. The first box that they have to take is where he bats, because I have a slight contribute here. Cameron Green hasn't been an opener by trade, and of course, in T20 cricket, you'd rather be an opener than bat in the middle order or the lower middle order. It's definitely the most divine position to bat in. If there's a bit of movement, you see it off, and then after that, you can feast in. But there are a couple of factors. One is if you get, like you often do at Wankhede, good batting wickets, with good bounce. You get a lot of red soil wickets there at Wankhede. It could aid both Green's batting and bowling, because one thing is he's used to playing on high bounce wickets in Western Australia, where he's been bred and brought up. And another thing is that he was pushed up to open the batting in the T20 series. He wasn't an opener by trade, so even in a very limited one-day career, he's actually batted, at 6 or 7, maybe 5, 6, 7, perhaps. So it's not. I don't think he'll be a duck out of water if he were to, even start at 5. But I think even Harbhajan Singh mentioned that recently, that the first thing that MI will need is Cameron Green performing from the beginning, because I think that will automatically just ease a few other cracks that they have in their side. And the good thing is he
Right,
bowled in the test match and in the second ODI too. So I think they'll start with Green in the middle order. It's very much possible they do that. And if it doesn't work, maybe then that call of perhaps Rohit Sharma dropping down, or I think it'll be tough if Ishan Kishan drops down. I don't see that working. Maybe Rohit Sharma decides, okay, I'll hang back and just be an end over space hitter perhaps, and let me push Cameron Green up and get the best out of him. But I think for starters, I
right,
wouldn't be surprised if he bats at 5, 6.
right. Got it. Mukesh, you want to add anything on Cameron Green's role for Mumbai?
I think I'll pretty much agree with Surya that I'd also like to see him batting in the middle order only. So he has done well in middle order. So just that he has to open for Australia, like that doesn't mean for Mumbai also we need to change things like Surya, like as Surya mentioned, right? We should start with Ishan and Rohit as opener only, and if things doesn't work out well, then only probably I should think about changing, like sending Cameron Green up in the order.
Right, right. Yeah, Saurabh bhai.
I think, yeah. Regarding Cameron Green, what I saw in batting in a top as an opener, he did really well for Australia for the brief moments he played, and we know exactly that he really played shots. We saw in the test matches and all also that he can play the spin, he can play the pace. My concern is that Rohit has an experience of playing at number four, number three. He started his career with earlier that Deccan, where exactly he was too famous and too furious with his batting lineup, which he didn't able to replicate in or for Mumbai Indians for whatever reason.
Right.
So in this time, I think, and we know Rohit. If Rohit is there to say, I think one, two, three. There should be one, two, three stated as either Ishant has to open because no other option because Ishant cannot play in the middle the way we saw because he
Right.
comes with a front foot and put like this. The time he will stop him use the wrist properly because he's not using the wrist. He play with the hard hand. So until he will
Right.
improve that or improvise that middle order में बहुत मुश्किल होगा उसके लिए खेलना. So I think one, two, three will be Rohit. What do you say?
Ishan
Rohit, Ishan, and
and
this.
Sky.
Uh, no, Sky is okay. Sky can play at number four, number five. He needs change. The way he plays at this moment, for him 10 overs is similar because you cannot expect him to come by within a fifth over and play till 20th. Let him play with the 8 to 10 over where he is more comfortable. In my point of view, the rest of them.
Right.
But I think Cameron Green should open the ball and should be in a contention of the top three because they don't have Bumrah at this moment.
Right.
The role
Right.
will be very crucial, and as a Green is a little bit of injury prone also because it's coming back from the
Hmm,
injury,
hmm, hmm.
and World Cup is coming. I don't know. Indian players said no, franchise will take a call, but I don't know what Australian team or management has talked to the franchise how to manage the workload because
Right.
last year also we saw they did save them to save them from bowling or batting because of the World Cup, sorry, T20 World Cup. So
Right.
we can
Good.
expect him is a more as a batter than the bowler. I think so, but then let's see exactly.
Right. Right. Kaushik, you have anything to add, man?
I think the Pollard is not there from this season onward, so I think he can be the like to like replacement of. Obviously, the it's a big shoe to fill, but I think even if you see the combination wise, and I don't think so that Ishan gonna sit out or Rohit should come in the middle. So maybe he can because the role of Rohit Sharma, the T20 player for India, I don't know the future, what the future holds for the T20 player of for India, in Rohit Sharma perspective. So he can experiment a few things, but I think he should be a regular, he should be a like to like replacement for Kiran Pawar, but a bit up the order, at least in the top four. And the likes of Bravies and all, Bravies played regularly last year, so we might see him continuing in the top three. And then the likes of Tilak Verma and Surya Kumar Yadav also contributing in the middle order with Tim David at the end. And I think they have some guys who can finish, the Indian guys who can finish at 7 and 8, so they can afford to take Cameron Green in the top four.
Right. Right. Uh,
I just
yes,
want to
Saurabh.
welcome on behalf of everyone to the Manju Bhai. I know Balla wanted to say, but I want to welcome him because whenever I see him, I know exactly something we teams is going to join, and whoever is watching us, they will enjoy the show like anything. So welcome Manju Bhai to our
Yeah,
show.
thank you everyone. Thanks Vallabh and Saurabh. Bhai.
Hello, Manju sir. Long time.
Right.
Yeah, long.
Yeah.
Good to have you here,
Kaushik
sir.
looking
Good
smart.
to have you here.
Yeah, Kaushik is always looking smart.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all the discussion on Cameron Green. The major point is that he should be in top order, but nobody should sacrifice their opening position for Cameron Green. That is what is the output of this. Let's go to the major question of Mumbai Indians. Who can be replacing? I mean, there's no word like replacing Bumrah, but they'll definitely miss him. Last year they have wished Archer. This season, when they thought they'll play together, Bumrah got injured. There's no like to like replacement, in my opinion, exactly. But how do you think Mumbai will cover up Bumrah's loss? I'll straight go to Manjunath Bhai.
I don't know, they can invest in spin for a change. Like they have Ritik Shaukin with them. So not that he's a replacement, but they can find other ways to win games by having an economical bowler. So Ritik Shaukin has showed some good temperament. So if they have Archer, Ritik Shaukin, they can have a good attack to restrict the opposition. So that way they can try to a different strategy. Although they are driven by analytics, but then still, like the previous season, he showed some promise. So maybe local talent only is the way to go. So always they've had an assured local players. So they should look for again inwards among the local players. Overseas, they'll win you 3 or 4 games, but the season is built up by the local talent.
Right. So once upon a time, Bumrah was also a local talent in 2013. So I think they'll find one more player and they'll make one more Bumrah. Saurav bhai, you have unmuted. You want to talk something?
It's really, I thought Manju bhai will say कि शौकीन के रहते शौकों की कमी नहीं तो बुमराह की तो खैर बूम बूम की हमें उतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी जनरली the way but again yes I wanted to add this point here of Ritik Shaukin and the rule of X factor because we saw the way he played the throughout the cricket for what is it for Delhi and I think he did economical bowling with the batting. His batting was like massive plus for Delhi this season, even in Ranchi, if I'm not wrong. He played really impressive. So I think exactly he might be entered as a expected for a few matches and then be regular. What I think of, rather than he will be the person who will be getting an opportunity on a regular basis. Initial matches ka pata nahi because at this moment Mumbai in such a shape that they have to win few matches, then they can think about any kind of alternative stuff. So boom, luckily they got Archer back and who is in good form at this moment internationally. We can say he took few good wickets against the Bangladesh and all. And I'm sure more than a Bumrah as a bowler, they will miss. They will miss a sort of Indian bowler which is not playing because Archer will be playing as an foreigner. So they will. It's a huge loss for Mumbai Indians that they are missing Bumrah as one confirmed Indian player. At this moment, I think for entire this IPL setup, this is a big problem. And you are losing a player, is a different thing. But you are losing an Indian player, is a very different ball game. Because again, you will have only 3 additional options to add up with the 3 foreigner players. So whom you will add? You will have the Cameron Green is 100% confirmed. Then as Kaushik or the winner from Mukesh all talked or Surya talked about your team David. Who's the one more player? Will they take care of
Tim David, Archer, Cameron Green?
ये team तो confirm है.
I think they'll have to play a fourth over. They'll have to play an OC seamer alongside Archer. I think that they'll have to do that now.
Abhinav, we are forgetting about the subs and the South Africans, 2 young.
They'll not be starting in the 11. I don't think
No,
the thing is, personally, we'll come to the 11s a little later on, I think. But we'll come to the 11s and later.
Question is later on, but later on, see, if you're an Indian player coming later on is okay. They will play more as again the X factor. You see, I'm 100% sure they will come as an X factor because you will play as an this guy, what do you say, subs or this, and then later Jofra Archer will be replacing him as a. Because now
you can't bring in an overseas player as a impact player. You can't bring in overseas player as an
If you have If you're already
playing with
overseas, you need to bring.
If you're playing with
only with the 3 overseas lineup, then only then an overseas player can come in.
You're replacing one with the one I'm talking about. And now the one more important change is what happened that you are giving the top is after the toss. So quite obvious, if Tim David is playing, then Archer might not play. He will come only for the ball. They can use the 4. Any rule is there? I don't know.
No, that is not the rule.
If they start 4 overseas, they need to have an impact Indian player.
Yes, it's an impact. Indian player will have to be an impact player. You can't bring in an overseas player as an impact player unless until you're starting in your 11 with three overseas players. So that is the thing for them.
Yeah, we just got a question from
I
Fantasy
have to
Gaming.
I have to read the rules
One second,
properly.
Surya. Yeah, yeah, Surya bhai. Just as we discussed, we have got a question, Saurav bhai. Is batting position a problem for Mumbai? They get best of Bravies and Green have come while opening. Tilak Verma is playing at number three. All these players can't play at the best position, so Mumbai has have a problem to solve.
I
Yeah,
think
Abhinav.
I think they'll have to let Kaushik answer.
Anything.
I think Tilak Verma, Sky, and Cameron Green are good enough to play anywhere in the top five, in my opinion. So that is not going to be a problem. The problem only going to be the time and the matches they have invested on Braves last year. So that is going to be a problem in the top of the order. And he has also played some franchise leagues around the world as well as of now. So uh, that is only going to be a problem. The impact rule may be a blessing, not blessing in disguise, but they can work it out by using. There is only one Indian pacer option is there alongside Arjun Tendulkar. That is Akash Madhwal. He's a hit the deck bowler.
Asha.
And
He hit
and
the
there's
hit the
Ashar
deck.
Khan as well.
Arshad Khan will play. In my opinion, Arshad Khan, if he is fit, he is the proper number seven. He should start there. Okay,
Yes.
Arshad Khan will come into that. He's a very exciting topic. But Akash Madhwal of Uttarakhand is the first Uttarakhand player to get an IPL deal. So that is the only option they have if they want to go with the like to like replacement, like hit the deck. And it's a Wankhede, so he can use the bounce as well. He got a Yorker as well. But at the end, it's execution which we want to see at the highest level. And at the other
Right.
time, I was talking about the impact player rule. They need to use it with Akash Madhwal. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. With some Indian batters options like Vishnu Vinod. They have to
Vishnu
use
Vinod,
it like
Yes.
that.
yes.
Or there's even Shams Molani they can use in that impact player role. Shams
Yeah,
Molani and
he's a
I think
good.
Piyush Chawla. Piyush Chawla I think could become a proper impact player, especially if Mumbai are bowling second or first, wherever, whatever that
And Piyush
combination
Chawla is
works
only
out.
33.
He's only 33. That's how we're talking about it.
Like I've seen highlights of 2007 ODI series where he's dismissed Kevin Peterson like Mike Gatting got out, and still Piyush
Yes,
Chawla is like eternal youth ko salam. Like
the eternal fountain of youth.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, getting back to the that Akash Madhwal question, I think one has to see what Mumbai plans with that. If they are planning to replace Jasprit Bumrah with somebody, I mean, if they have something in mind to bring in an external player from for Bumrah, I think. And the only two names that I'm kind of three, four names that I have in mind. I mean, who Mumbai, I think they should announce a replacement. I think either one of Sandeep Sharma, Ishan Porel. I think Basit Bashir could be another very intriguing kind of an option. I mean, I think those are the three. I think I'd see if Mumbai wants to take a punt on the replacement for Bumrah. I think maybe either Sandeep Sharma because of his ability to bowl in the power play and the pitch at the Wankhede will give him some assistance at least in the start. Or Ishan because I think there is potential with him that they can develop, and even Basit Bashir. I think Kaushik would know a little more about Basit Bashir. And I think
right.
we can let Surya and Kaushik take point on that. But yeah,
Uh,
I think either
Yeah,
one of those three could be
I think
possible replacements for
Sandeep
Bumrah.
Sharma option is gone. He's with RR.
Yeah, he's with Rajasthan
So
yeah.
Royals.
Just go
So
yeah,
Rajasthan.
he's already with
Yes.
Rajasthan. So
he's either a
that
net
option is
bowler. I
gone.
mean, nothing's official yet, but either he's a net bowler or he might be
No,
looked
no,
at as a Prasidh Krishna
yeah,
replacement.
I have seen with him training kit. So
Yeah, so maybe
He
he's
has
there as a
joined
Prasidh
RR.
Krishna replacement.
yeah,
So,
because
uh,
Prasidh Krishna will not make it.
true,
So
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
so
Just one more thing I wanted to add though. Abhinav mentioned about needing to play two overseas bowlers, and Saurabh mentioned about the impact player rule. Now, because the impact player allows you to get, you can only get an Indian in. I think now with Bumrah out of the equation, even if Cameron Green can bowl 3 or 4 overs on a
For
given day, I
us.
think MI are forced to play two overseas fast bowlers now, because there's another
Hmm.
factor here. They are missing that the dependable attacking wicket taking spinner in as well. There's they
Yes.
have a lot of talent there. There's Kumar Kartikeya who can bowl a bit of wrist spin and orthodox
Hmm.
combined. They have an off spinner in Ritik Shokeen. They have Shams Mulani and they have Piyush Chawla again. But Piyush Chawla's best days, let's accept it, are behind him. If he delivers, then that's
What days are
fantastic.
numbered, you can say.
I was waiting for Manju sir to come in over there with a quip, and looking at the fact that the impact player rule allows you to bring in an Indian option. Now, what I would expect Mumbai to do is play two overseas fast bowlers. Start with Jofra Archer and Jason Baratov, and then if you're bowling first, then what you can do is, if you have an Indian bowler who is done with his quota of overs early on, and you can sub him out, maybe then you can beef up your batting for the second innings, by either getting in a Vishnu Vinod, as Kaushik mentioned,
Kaushik.
or there's if they want a left-hander, they have Tilak Verma, but they can look at a Nehal Vadera. There is Ramandeep Singh, who's another option who can also bowl a bit of medium pace. So I think that's probably how they'll have to plan it out, to ensure that they are stacked up with their bowling, and then count on their
Right.
match winning batters, to deliver for them. They'll have to go a little thin initially. I mean, it won't be too thin either. If they have Arshad Khan and Jofra Archer, that should be enough on a good batting track. But then if they very wisely use the impact player rule when they chase, they can actually work around this.
Right. I mean, Kaushik, yes.
See, the Bumrah thing is the most important discussion we gonna have right now, because if we see even in the phases, he becomes a very important player in the what middle over phase. What term that I forgot that term.
So is
So
As an
there
enforcer, middle
yes,
overs
yes,
enforcer.
yeah, middle
in
over
Mumbai and
enforcer. So
domestic circuit?
that is a very important role Bumrah played, and I think Arshad, the likes of Arshad Khan, and even if they effort like taking Vishnu Vinod from the very first
Hmm.
11, if they want to have a overseas, see Jai Richardson also missing it out, so that is also
Yes.
one another
Right.
option is gone. So if they want someone like Jason Behrendorff by dropping an overseas name from the batting, which is very unlikely in my opinion, but
Correct.
so that way with the new ball thing they can manage because Arshad Khan is also there. Sorry.
Hmm.
Uh,
Also
Right.
in that overseas list. Yeah, sorry,
And
sorry, sorry,
one,
sorry.
yeah.
But
So the
Pallav, there's a question for Kaushik. I think for him, because the
yeah,
nuclear
yeah, yeah.
guys talk
That's
about
what
it.
that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm do. Yeah, Kaushik.
Yeah,
Somebody in the comment section
Varun
wanted to
Guru
know about
actually, Varun
Raghav
Guru plays
Goyal.
cricket also. He's quite popular on Twitter. So thanks, Varun, for the question.
Raghav Goyal,
Yeah, who wanna
I saw a
answer it?
couple of clips in, couple of performance in. He played in the recently concluded DY Patil, where many top players were playing, the likes of Prav Simran and all. So DY Patil Stadium, and he was seen like hitting some long balls as well with the bat. He's a left-hander and a left-arm orthodox. But looking at someone like Kartikeya is there. Shocking will surprise you once again this season. Last year also, before the season started, I named two off spinners to look out. Tanush Kotian, he didn't got a deal, but Ritik Shokin
Yes.
is one of the exciting prospect because not I'm not going much. I'm not going to say much about the skill point of view, but the kind of mindset this guy have, even in the Ranji game, Delhi had a horrible season when everyone were like refusing to bat in the top order to face the new ball against the likes of Unadkat and all. During the group games of Ranji Trophy, it was Ritik Shokin who raised the hand and he went to bat there. So you cannot mean he can be a surprise package once again. And Manju sir said about the local, I think local players. I think Ritik Shokin is one of the players who can handle the death phase as well, death bowling phase as well. I can assure you they might use him in the death at some point. At some point, they might use him. I have a gut feeling. So, and the middle over enforcer role, I think Akash Madhwal will be the best because the kind of length he use, hitting the deck, and it's all about execution after all. Because we have not seeing them. Obviously, the kind of domestic coverage we get, it's not enough to judge
Right,
any player. But he hit the deck very hard, and on the wickets like Wankhede, he will be very useful in the middle overs.
right, right. Yeah,
Also,
Abhinav,
in
come on.
overs amongst the OT's options, I mean, if they don't want to try Jason Behrendorff from the start, there is 2 meter tall Duan Janssen, the twin Marco's twin brother, and apparently probably the better of the T20 bowlers. I think there's that's what the buzz was about. I mean, I've heard a couple of South African people who watched the game who said that Duan is probably the better of the two of the brothers in terms of T20 cricket, and I think he's definitely a better batsman in that sense, who could come in and slog towards the end. But yeah, I mean, Kaushik probably knows a little bit more of Duan, though.
More,
I think
yes.
yeah, and
No, no,
Kaushik
no, no,
was
no, no. I just got excited because I think I have a news, but I don't know I am allowed to say it or not. One of the names which Abhinav mentioned about Bumrah's replacement is, I
Don't
think
they?
it's going to be real. That is the only thing I can tell.
okay. Okay, I might have. I mean, I think we all have
What
heard
is
it.
it?
Sandeep is not there. Sandeep is not there. So
Yeah, I know.
definitely.
What
Sandeep,
what
like you
is it?
said, he's already with RR, but I hope it's maybe either one of Ishan or Basit Bashir. I mean, Basit Bashir, I mean, Kaushik would know a little bit better about Basit though. But whatever I've heard, he's a very, very quick left arm pacer from Jammu Kashmir. I mean, I think about 21 or 22 years old.
That's why I got excited. Otherwise, I don't get
And
much. I don't know.
I mean, and the other, I mean, they're missing Jai Richardson. I mean, and there's been a lot of buzz about Mumbai probably actually being ahead, being front runners to probably get Gerald Coetzee. I mean, if that happens, that could be a very intriguing option because I think that could because Archer and Coetzee could be a very good pair in terms of the speed. I mean, both of them are really quick, and they could be very flat out quick fast bowlers. I mean, on Wankhede or in places where the pitch will actually kind of
Hmm.
support the pace through the air. So I think that could be a if
Right,
Mumbai do get maybe a Gerald Coetzee. I mean, it could be a good option for them. Plus, Coetzee could also whack towards the end, so that Mumbai can use his ability to
right.
hit a long
But
hit with a long handle. Yeah, but it depends on
right.
whether that news is correct or not because everyone was thinking he's bound for CSK before Sisanda Magala pitched up.
Yeah. Right. I think we have all been speaking, but a silent Mumbai fan is just sitting around the corner. Mukesh bhai,
Mukesh.
my question is to you. Yeah. So Ishan Kishan is not coming from a good form, and Surya Kumar Yadav has been coming after three consecutive ducks in ODI cricket. So do you think that it will impact the middle order of Mumbai Indians with the mindset, or do you think it's T20 and it's the ODI different and they'll come back to all guns blazing?
Yeah, I think especially Surya, that will not impact him. If like whatever we have seen of Surya, right, his T20 game is completely different, and to whatever we have seen till now in limited ODI format. So it should not impact him. Mumbai Indians environment also is going to play a big role for him. So whatever mental aspect of the game is there. I don't think. Whatever performance he had in Australia's ODI, that will matter. And he will be last season also, if you see, right, he was injured, and when he came back, it boosted Mumbai Indians a lot. So I think Surya will be there, and he will be like performing well, I hope so. Coming to Isan, I think his form will matter a lot. Opening with Rohit Sharma, if Rohit opens, he is going to be one of the most important player for Mumbai Indians. His form will decide how we are going to perform in at the start of the this IPL. So he will be one of the key player for Mumbai Indians, and he has to perform. If he is not performing again this season, we might end up again somewhere in the bottom. So Isan Kishan has to perform very well.
You're mute, Vallabh.
Vallabh, just unmute yourself.
No, how many days
He's
since the
unmute.
double hundred of Ishan Kishan? That's what we have to see. Like just recently he got a double hundred. I hope he, covers up. So I think time is very short in franchise T20.
I hope the ball doesn't move much in the Wankhede, otherwise Ishan Kishan career will move on.
That's a
Yeah,
concern for Isan Kisan. But I hope that whatever coaching staff or support staff we have, they will address those things, and it will be better not only for Mumbai Indians. I am pretty much sure he is going to be the part of the ODI squad that is going to play for World Cup. So it is very
welcome.
important. Isan's form is very important from for Mumbai Indians perspective and as well as Indian team's perspective.
Mukesh, here I want to say one thing.
Yeah,
I want to say
Saurav
one
bhai.
thing here. I just got this thing. तो जिस तरह से रियान प्रयाग के लिए मोहब्बत है हमारे कौशिक को, उसी रीजन से मुकेश को भी मोहब्बत है ईशान किशन से. इसीलिए इन दोनों की जो ख्यालात है दोनों प्लेयर्स को लेके काफी इम्पोर्टेंट है. Yes, as everybody talk about everyone, can we talk a little bit
They can
about Arjun
they can
Tendulkar?
tell each
Because
other
this
also
time,
कि तुम्हारे हमारे ख्यालात
Yes, yes,
कितने
yes.
मिलते
There is a question coming up there. There's. I was coming to Arjun
yeah,
Tendulkar later. Yeah.
because why I talked about Arjun Tendulkar now, the reason behind it, see, I have seen for Goa, he got an opportunity, he did good job, the okay, decent job. What I like about him, he played against the good teams also, but his run rate, RPO was better, around 6 to 8. That is pretty good in T20. And whenever he played with a lesser known team, his run rate was really good. Run per over was really good. So don't you think exactly this is the time when exactly he should get an opportunity, because he is coming after a complete season. He didn't play. He didn't miss even a single match because of whatever reason. Because earlier he used to
Right.
be injured a lot. So I think you need an Indian player. Start with him. It's a surprise package for not many people because nobody played a play like him in the net, outside the net, and not because of his bowling pattern or he doesn't have that much of pace. I know it is around 125 to
Right.
135, 125 to 130, 32. But I think exactly what the panel think about it. I think Arjun should get minimum 3 4 games. If not, then Mumbai should not take him. Should have been given to somebody else who actually use it, like Rajasthan.
Need
Let
him.
him play rather than
Yes. Yes.
sticking,
Yes. Yes.
Can I take this one?
Yeah. Just like. Yeah. Yeah. Surya.
I completely agree with what Saurabh said. 200% in agreement with it because he has to get at least 3 or 4 games. In fact, towards the end of last year, I might have mentioned it on this show itself when we were previewing, either the auction or which is reviewing the auction,
IPL.
that he should have got an opportunity last year itself. But it got to a stage where you cannot play someone for 1 or 2 games, especially in a tournament like this in T20s, and come to a conclusion. You need to give him a decent enough sample size to see if he belongs to this level or not. And if they're carrying him on the bench for 2 years, obviously they must be looking at investing in him and developing him too. And now he didn't get opportunities at Mumbai, in domestic cricket, that is, and he managed to get those opportunities at Goa. Now, likewise, as Saurabh said, I think at least 3 or 4 games. If not now, when? Because he's been with you for 2 seasons now, and even before that, I'm pretty sure he used to
Right.
be, he was in and around that setup, bowling in the net. So, whether he's their first preference or there's every possibility they might just unleash the Arshad Khan project if he's fit. But if there is an opportunity, I hope he gets a chance because I've mentioned this as well before that the Tendulkar surname definitely weighs heavily on his shoulders. But until and unless he performs and we see, we will not be able to conclude if he really belongs to this level or not. And I think he deserves that opportunity. It's as simple as that.
And one more thing, during the Surya is from this industry only, sports journalism industry, and we always said कि अरे IPL में इस मैच में इसने इसको इंजर्ड कर दिया, इसका पैर तोड़ दिया, उसका हाथ तोड़ दिया, इसका घुटना तोड़ दिया. Let him play and show na exactly if he's real or it's a fake.
Right.
Why you are keeping a player who's exactly breaking somebody's leg, abdomen, head? Let him play into the match. Come on, you just only for PR you are bringing him because his name is Tendulkar. Better not to take him. As simple as it is.
Right.
In my point of view, because he's been there for the
You,
2-3 years now, not in 2 years, 2-3 years, and just for the namesake, he's just
he needs to
he's
prove
not
his
for the
worth,
drink
right?
also.
No, and it's a variant.
Until Manju bhai will join. In India, 20 lakh rupees package के लिए आपको मेहनत करना पड़ता है, and you are giving him for the 2 months thing, and you are keeping him just through the rank and giving the
Yeah.
check. I don't think so. He should come से come show them some work, because 20 lakh package is huge
Right. Manju Bhai.
for a 23.
Manju Bhai is back.
Yeah,
Manju Bhai
yeah,
is
I'm back,
back.
back.
Yeah, Manju Bhai.
So he's like the purple cabbage in the supermarket, the rare variant. So like we couldn't counter Mitchell Stark, and we gave all our wickets to him. So it's right that we groom a pacer of the same type. So
Right. Right. I mean, that's a very big statement to go on. Anyway, Arjun Tendulkar just can't sit in the warming up bench. He needs to prove himself. At least people should know why people have bought him from that much, right? You're just giving him money just because he's Tendulkar. That's not fair, right? You need to get few games and he need to prove himself.
and you can't keep a Tendulkar idle for long, because like his dad is batting in front of a sofa and playing straight drives on YouTube and all. So like definitely Arjun deserves better. So
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think Kaushik has something to add. Yes, Kaushik.
So Goa matches were covered this time in Said Mushtaq Ali. So it was a privilege. Thanks to VCCI. I should go visit their office and get them a dinner for this big thing for covering a game of. So the Arjun Tendulkar got the opportunity. Yes, of course, because there is no place in the Mumbai side, like many of the players who moved to other teams. So Arjun, um, uh, looking at the pace and the swings and the movements, and even in the middle overs, even in the death overs, I think there is a spark which can happen. Definitely, there is a talent, but a lot of things need to
Right.
work, like every player needs to do. And I think he hasn't been fast tracked, to my opinion. Maybe in IPL, but not in other like domestic or otherwise. He would have played under 19 World Cup as well. So I think he's on the right track, to be honest. And with Bumrah ruling out, there is only two Indian names as of now. There is only two Indian names as a pacers. One is him, and one is, I'm not considering Arshad Khan as a seamer. I'm considering him as an all rounder.
Yes.
So Akash Madhwal and Arjun Tendulkar is there. So one of them might get a bit of backing because Thumpy also played long last season. So this time तो the Bumrah भी नहीं है. So that is let's see what he can do. I think he should do well if
And
given
you have
opportunity.
Right.
and you have the X Factor wala stuff also with you. Exactly, you can play him as an
Player.
additional bowler. Let him play. I mean,
Right.
you play with the 7 batsmen, remove one batsman who didn't play and all, take him back,
Get in
let him
Tendulkar.
play, and
Yes.
give this. What I saw him is two things. I had a discussion with a few guys from the different channels, and I would not like to take names. What they said exactly, he Tendulkar Junior has to um, improve his fielding. His bowling is okay, but still, because he knows he is a Tendulkar, somewhere down the line he's having that thing still in his mind. Whatever somebody feels, because and the biggest stuff right now, Tendulkar is not playing because of the Tendulkar. Most of the guys, what whomso ever offline I had a word, I would not like to take anybody's name. It's only Tendulkar who is stopping Tendulkar to play. Nobody else. And that's true. Even he didn't
No,
play for Mumbai. He didn't able to play for Mumbai. He didn't fast track. He only Sachin Tendulkar only ensured that he will not fast track. He will not play. And one more thing, when you talk about under 19 ke liye khela nahi khela, here also I would like to add one thing. He played one under 19 match just to say that he represented India under 19. He go and cricket. So he played. I remember I followed that match also where he took I think one or two wickets and didn't able to do that much of
Sri
batting.
Lanka
Sri Lanka under
against Sri
Basically
Lanka
for the
under 19.
World Cup I mentioned.
Sri Lanka
Huh,
under
He played.
19
no, no.
Yeah, in Sri Lanka he
I,
played. Yes.
I just meant to say because his selection was questioned that time usually because his name had come out of nowhere. His name had
Hmm.
come out of nowhere and he played out of nowhere. So the question is that suddenly you're taking,
Right.
and I'm not, see, I'm not against any of them, not him. I'm a big fan of Arjun Tendulkar because I'm following him from past 8 to 10 years. When he was 13, 14 years, and when Wasim Akram used to talk about him and rated highly as per the PR or whatever. I still love to see him as a bowler. The reason behind it, he's a lefty. And in India, a bowler who
Yes.
balls more than 120 in swing and the bounce very less. And
No,
especially his
Just
style is something
Correct.
like that.
Yeah. Pace
His
doesn't remain
movement was
that important. Like what, like looking at all the injuries, no repeatability of the action, and like they can do well. If you look at Unadkat, like bench to Ranji final, then back to bench. So that way we need people who remain fit, match fit, and they can give us some, more value. So,
before
Right. Right. Right.
that's
before
what
I,
bef- before this
the
Goa
mic.
season, before this season with Goa, I was not much excited about Arjun. But this time, I just hope that people who are following the game or even the covering the game, I hope they don't see him as someone related to Tendulkar or someone who has that name.
Absolutely, I always,
The kind
I
of
always,
the kind of performance he showed. I think uh, it is more like I'm more excited to see him to play at the highest level because he's a left armer with a very good height, and he has shown glimpse of that he can do something.
and one thing,
He has
I
yeah.
am
pretty good
very
Yorkers
happy,
as well, actually.
but
Yeah. One
I'm
second. One
really
second.
happy. I'm really happy, guys, that he didn't have a rock star wala season, or else the chances of failure in
Hmm.
the next one would have been imminent. And he played on all
Right.
those passivity. But it was good. Okay, okay. I should you were
Saurabh,
one minute.
your
सरोदा आपका
voice.
वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है.
I think something is with your
the
earphone.
voice is cutting in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Earphones. Earphones.
like
Earphones.
like Unadkat's cutters voice is cutting.
Another thing to add to that in Arjun Tendulkar subject, he has spent time with Yograj Singh, so that is also one point to be noted.
Hmm.
I really like this stuff. Like Tendulkar has sent him to Yograj Singh, father of Yuvraj Singh. So that thing, and we have seen what how he has grown as a cricketer, and Yograj Singh has a lot of
Right.
faith in him, a lot of
Yuvraj
hopes
Singh
in him.
basically he's like the Pawan Malhotra in Bhag
Yeah,
Milkha Bhag, like India the court
yeah,
Payega, like that. So
yeah,
Yuvraj Singh
and
is
Yeah.
Am I audible?
yes, now it is fine.
Yeah, Saurabh.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
I wanted to say that. Just I want to conclude because I wanted to say I don't know how much you guys heard. I said I'm really happy for Arjun Tendulkar that he did have that amazing. He did have an amazing Ranji season or the entire season. He did good job. He played on a pleasant wicket where exactly it was not 100% helping to the Pacers. So it's good that he did well as a bat whenever he got an opportunity. He okay, bowling also did. Now it's an opportunity for him to remove the tag of Tendulkar and put it as an Arjun under his dad who is
Right.
Krishna over there.
Just
Right.
I
Saurabh.
just want to add
Yeah.
one more
Mukesh.
point. Like when it comes to Mumbai Indians, right? At least I have not seen like they will play or they will not play a certain player based on some name or anything like that. Also for Mumbai Indians, right? What matters is like how much how good you are doing in their practice sessions, how uh, whatever management wants, right? Whether you are fitting into that role or not. So if Arjun is fitting into that role, I don't see why they won't play him. They will definitely play him. Being a Tendulkar doesn't matter that any tag or anything like that will be there for him. So if he fits into the role that management wants him to do, he will definitely play.
Right. And we have just got a comment from Craig Subban that how sad it is that we can't see Jofra Archer and Bumrah together for the second consecutive season.
And I think the only
That
community which is not sad is the community of batters, because they don't have to face Bumrah and Archer steaming in from either end and firing rockets, sending it, asking them to smell the leather. But yeah, I mean, purely as a lover of quality fast bowling, it is a travesty. I think when just Jofra Archer was signed up last year, this is what the whole world was looking forward to. Bumrah at one end and Archer at the other. One half we saw last year, unfortunately, and just as news of Archer's availability had come, there's an even bigger travesty with no Jasprit Bumrah. So yeah, I mean that is a big it's a big miss for the sport.
I'll
Right.
repeat my quote once again, which I have used in the previous time we were talking about Bumrah Archer together. It's BDSM done in an aesthetic way. I'll just say I'll just put it at that.
Right.
In
Anyway,
that regard,
yeah,
yeah, IPL for
yeah,
me,
Kaushik.
IPL plays means IPL is a thing where I would like to see big players around the world coming together, the likes of Virat, AB, and all. For example, so
And
I like to
Pragyan
see.
also.
Yeah, I like to see IPL doing that. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. So at one point I am happy, but at one point that is a sad reality as well. That I think I just hope they just doesn't remain like this for the next 15 years, and we are waiting like Mr. Bean looking at a watch, that still waiting to see Archer and Bumrah playing together in at the Wankhede Day.
Can we talk about
Right,
the
right. Got it, got it.
team 11 and all? And then Rohit,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
discussed.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll go there. Yeah,
Leave
yeah, yeah.
Rohit
We'll
alone
go
because
there.
his
We'll go
captain,
there.
right now coming from the captaincy. No, he's coming from the Indian captaincy where he lost a series after 4 years at home. Leave him aside. Let him play. Let him lead. Let him enjoy
The thing
whichever
is,
position he
but
will be.
I get your
Right,
point.
right, right, right,
I
right.
get your
Sarada.
point,
I mean,
but as a Mumbai Indians fan, it's still concerning. He's not had a big season with the bat since 2015. No captain in IPL history has had that kind of a long rope, and I love Rohit Sharma. He plays for the team that I support. Uh, but I mean, at some point in time, that long rope has to end as well. It's like a fuse. I mean, that fuse has to run down at some point in time. So I think Mumbai will have to take that call really quick.
I think Aaron Finch was
this
better for RCB than Rohit Sharma
just
has
one
been for
point, like
Mumbai.
this season is going to be
Trolling
very
like
crucial for Rohit.
I'm feeling for kind of Inder kind of yesterday what Inder was feeling right now. The way she can do it. But again, guys, we should move on to the top 11. I
Mukesh
right,
was
right.
think
saying
Mukesh has
something.
something,
Mukesh was saying
Saurabh.
something.
Once
Yeah,
that's,
Mukesh
yeah.
had.
Mukesh. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mukesh, quick
so
man, quick.
this season is going to be very crucial for Rohit as a player and as a captain as well, because he is getting older and older, and Mumbai Indians is not going to stick with him if he is not performing. So if he is not performing, Mumbai Indians will not hesitate to release him as well. So this season is going to be very crucial for him as a batter more than as a captain. So this season Rohit has to do something. It's not going to be like this if Rohit doesn't perform.
भाई नहीं छोड़ने वाला उसको मुंबई इंडियंस को कैप्टन नहीं कोच बनाएगा देखना.
Yeah,
Guys,
they
that's
will
true.
they will they will they will do
They
that
will.
as well. If Rohit is not
But
performing, they will
I
ask
get
him
your.
to join the support staff as well. That is not a
Yeah, yeah,
problem. But
fine.
but
I agree with
Right.
I agree with Mukesh on that point. At least in that point,
See,
Mumbai
so
knows
just
how to
like
keep
Mumbai,
emotions,
Ricky
separate
Ponting के
emotions
साथ
from
हुआ है.
reality.
क्या
They know
करो
how
क्या
to
करो
separate that.
छोड़ दो.
Right,
Ricky
right,
Ponting had done
right,
that.
guys.
क्या करो जॉब छोड़ दो
Right,
बोल
right.
दो.
I, I right,
Let's
right,
conclude,
right.
guys.
I mean, let's go to Saurabh for the playing 11. Come on, Saurabh bhai. You can do
नहीं
it.
यार मेरे को क्यों पकड़ा रहे हो? नहीं. I'm not going to start because let Abhinav
Hey,
and Mukesh
आपका idea था ना,
start with.
मतलब you are ready, right?
नहीं मैं बता.
Ab-
And
नहीं मैं बोल रहा
Abhinav
हूँ.
and
Let's
Mukesh will
start
have a
with
the man
separate
who
session, but I mean, they will have a fan
मेरे हिसाब
message.
से Nahi,
They'll
all the movies start with no, all the movies start with Mukesh. Let Mukesh
No,
to
the
stand
man
up
who
to
fired
the
the bullet has to. The man who fired the bullet has to take the first
Saurabh,
as the first bite.
it will be good if a CSK die-hard CSK fan gives his Mumbai Indians playing 11.
I for me देखो for me
I
cricket
agree.
matters. मुझे दर्द सिर्फ इंडिया के हारने पे होता है. बाकी जिसको हारना है थोड़ा सा मूड ऑफ है 10 मिनट खेलो. उसके बाद अगेन बैक टू द मोड.
Die-hard
That's it.
CSK fan will name Mumbai Indians 11 full of Rohit Sharma.
देखो अगर तुम बोलोगे ना बोलोगे एक चीज तो मानना पड़ेगा कि अब रुको यार थोड़ा टीम देखने दो. इतना भी अच्छे नहीं है मतलब अपने किसी की भी टीम से इतना चेंज हो गया है आफ्टर लास्ट ईयर की वी नीड टू रिमेम्बर सो मेनी इंजरीज हैव हैपेंड. दो ही एमआई फैंस
Saurabh
हैं
bhai, see the
हमको तो
comment.
बोले तो हम भी यही चाहते हैं कि वही दोनों बोले. अभिषेक अभिनव बोलना शुरू किया ना बेंजामिन तो आप स्टोक्स छोड़ो. आप सर भी बोलने लायक नहीं लोगे.
अरे
हमारे
हम भी
स्टोक्स
एमआई
बेचारा
फैंस
एक
है.
3 घंटे
हम भी
बात
एमआई
करेगा.
फैंस है.
गलत बोल रहा है. वो आरसीबी फैन है. अभी अभी
हम
बुलाएंगे
हार
आपको फोन करके.
एमआई फैंस जब हारता है हम उनके फैन होते
ओके गाइस.
चलो मजाक. जलील जलील होना है जलील हो लेंगे. ठीक है मजाक उड़ा लो. But Saurabh, I think you can start off. You can begin
Yeah.
proceedings with our 11.
So I will start with my team will be same. Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Green, depending upon the situation, top three. I will go at number 4 with our left-handed sensation from the last year, Tilak Verma.
Tilak Verma.
I will keep I will keep Surya Kumar Yadav as a floater. He and Tim David will be there to ensure that he last 7 to 8 overs is well taken care of. Then I will keep Ramandeep Singh as an all-rounder because he really played well. He's a hard hitting. He hits sixes a lot. And the will what I saw him is whatever the matches I saw and not saw him. I've gone through with the cricket and all, and then followed by the I'm talking about the top 15 means just keeping few more players. Shocking.
Impact.
Sam Mulani will play a big role for me this year because the way he is into the form, because he played really good cricket. He played 2-3 overs and he can hit some fours. I don't know how good with the sixes, but I know he can hit some boundaries, cool boundaries. So he will be there. Jofra is there. Your Jackson is there. These guys are there. Apart from that, the important thing will be the X factor. And if Mumbai Indians will use their X factor well in their team, I'm telling you they can do amazing because they have clicked ballers which can be replaced as a batsman to replace for a bowler.
Right.
They don't need to play with the four. In my point of view, they don't need to play with the four corners. Let Archer to be played as
Overseas.
a bowler
Yes.
because he is injured front. Let him not include in the top 6 over and all. If you're bowling second, let him come into the later stage. Let him bowl the entire 4 over in a 10, 2 overs in the 6 to 10, another in the 16 to 20. Simple. This will be my plan for them.
Right.
And rest of the team, I think we all know exactly. Might be Brevis will play or the stuff will get a here and there an opportunity. Even Arjun Tendulkar might get an opportunity. So most of the 7-8 players are the confirmed. Rest 3 will be depending on the situation and the expected. Thank you.
Right. Right. So after this comment, I think Abhinav should go next. I love Abhinav. Why always gives me something for okay.
Thumbs up. We all.
People love you,
We,
Abhinav. People love you,
Abhinav
Abhinav.
is
डिक्शनरी लेके बैठ हम
He's a
डिक्शनरी लेके
local,
बैठते हैं.
local Sashi Tharoor like that.
I wanted to say the same thing. He's the Shaki Tharoor of,
Right.
of
So,
our gang.
solo layout on Abhinav. Solo layout on
Uh,
Abhinav. Come on, Abhinav.
all right. So it's
And he's
Rohit and Ishan at the top.
exasperating farrago of distortions. That is his Mumbai team.
Okay, so my lineup would be Rohit and Ishan Kishan at the top. Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, and Cameron Green can interchange depending on what the situation is, so their entry points can vary. At 6, Tim David. 7, I think Arshad Khan should be given a go at number 7. Uh, at 8, I think I'd like to see Ritik Shokeen or Arshad Khan, Ritik Shokeen could interchange at at 7-8. Then Jofra Archer, Jason Behrendorff slash Duan Janssen, and Kumar Karthikeya.
Right, right. Abhinav, just look at this comment.
That's true.
All
He is
right.
trying to get many, but again, he is about to see through. साफ सुथरा होना वो चश्मा भी
ये
पहनता है unfortunately.
ये कौन है? इंस्टा स्टोरी बहुत देखते हैं शायद अभिनव भाई।
So anyway, it's a good thing that because you know what happens to girls when they get near Sashi Tharoor.
I think
Manju
that's
bhai ने
that is a
guess
very
किया
morbid comment. It's a very morbid comment, and I think with that, I think some
मैंने
either Mukesh or Manju sir can.
डिक्शनरी
Right, I'll go with Manju bhai.
Okay, so my 11 is basically the batsmen have to be like assured. So Ishan Kishan and Rohit opening, and I'll have Sky and Tilak Verma at 3 and 4 interchangeably, like based on how the momentum and how situation. If they have a good start, maybe I will send Sky inside. I think he needs it after the 3 ducks. So then, unfortunately, Bravis may have to fight for a spot with Tim David because I'll want to have Tim David first in the 11. And then we have Cameron Green. And then you have Arshad Khan and Ritik Shaukin. So, like 7 and 8, where the game is usually like decisive points in the game, you need some good local talent. And then we'll finish off with Berendorf, Jofra Archer, and Kumar Kartikeya or Arjun Tendulkar based on where you're playing. So, like if you're playing at Chepauk, maybe Kumar Kartikeya will come in ahead.
Right, done. I'll next go to Surya bhai.
As far as my playing 11 is concerned, I was actually having a grin on my face when Abhinav was naming his playing 11. We've done quite a few, we've teamed up together for a lot of mock auctions together. And, once again, I can see why, because our thoughts are aligning pretty similarly. The playing 11 is pretty much a rip-off of what Abhinav had. So Rohit and Ishan to open. And with Surya Kumar Yadav, I'll definitely have him listed at 3. But as far as I'm concerned, if the 5th or 6th over mark has arrived in the innings, Surya Kumar Yadav has to get out there because forget the 3 ducks he has scored. His T20 batting form in the last 1 year should not go to waste. So and if you want anybody to accelerate in the middle overs and sustain that momentum, it is Surya Kumar Yadav against spin in particular. So around that 5th or 6th over mark, I will have him out there. It doesn't matter who's bowling in the opposition. If you need, of course, a left-hander for a particular matchup, then Tilak Verma is always there. So I'll list him at 4, Cameron Green at 5, Tim David at 6, and then it'll be again interchangeably Shokeen, Arshad Khan, and Jofra Archer. And then I'd round off with Berendorf and Kumar Kartikeya. And if I were to look at my impact players, on a particularly tacky wicket, which they'll definitely find in the 3:30 p.m. game in Chepauk. Piyush Chawla will be an option, as a wrist spinning option, and I'll also have a couple of batting all rounders. Be it Ramandeep Singh or maybe even a Nehal Vadera if they find him ready. For this level at this point, or they can go for a pure batter too. Like Vishnu Vinod, who can come out and hit sixes as well. So I'll look at these options there as the impact players.
Right, good. Thank you. Kaushik.
Ah, so I just want Anmolpreet is there, no? He's still there in the squad, I guess.
No.
No,
He's
Anmol
through to
SRH.
Hyderabad.
Okay. Rohit Ishan is opening. I would like to have Cameron Green at 3. Then Tilak Verma. Then Sky and Tim David, Arshad Khan, Ritik Shaukin, Archer, and one Indian pacer who can, matlab, we can split it up with an Indian spinner as well, like the likes of Kartike and Sham Pulani. Both are very good in the middle overs. They have
Right,
done well in the Said Mustaqil Trophy, but still, they are still raw at the highest level because even in the Said Mustaqil Trophy, in the knockouts game against the big teams, Sham Pulani got hammered. So that we have to see. in Eden Gardens, struggle in Eden Gardens में हुआ था ना knockouts, yeah. So that we could need to see. And Jason Bandog, I would like to see him start.
Right, right, right. So just before we go to our final panel member, who demoted himself from today's panel is telling to demote Rohit Sharma.
Ask him about that Bhala, he will get an answer.
No, we'll never forgive Robin for taking a run on the wide in South Africa like this. Robin.
No, I don't want to demote Rohit Sharma because he needs to stay there for the demotion of the Mumbai Indians down the points table.
ठीक है,
Right.
मजाक उड़ा लो.
Yes. Right, right. Let's go to our final panel member. Mukesh bhai, you're playing 11.
Yeah, almost similar to what Abhinav and Surya said. And just that I'll still play Sky at number 3. He has been doing really well at number 3, so I'll not tinker with his position. He is going to play at number 3. Tilak Verma and Cameron Green, I'll not say that they can exchange their positions at number 4 and number 5. I'll prefer Cam Green to play at number 4 so that Tilak Burma can also come in and he had played at number 5 in last season and he had done well there also. So Tilak Verma at number 5, Tim David at 6, then probably I'll play Arshad Khan at number 7, then two spinners Ritik Sokin and Kartikeya, and then two foreign pacers, Jason Baradov and Jofra Archer. And one point, like I'd be very happy to play Piyush Chawla as well, because with impact player rule, right? We always have
Mm-hmm.
option to like balls Piyush Chawla like till 14 over you ball his all 4 overs, and then you replace him with someone else like uh, some Arshad, something like someone like Arshad Khan you can replace, and you get some overs from Arshad, like couple of overs in the death hand. So I'd be happy to play Piyush Chawla as well.
Right, right, right. I mean, thank you guys. And I mean, last before we go off, one final thing. I want to start with Manju bhai, as you got this very beautiful comment. Manju sir voice is so calming, clarity of thoughts and wittiness.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think the
Right.
predictions, I think final predictions for MI
Abhinav,
on the
Abhinav,
points
let
table.
me ask, right? Let me ask the question. You can answer. I'll come to you. Let me put up
Even
the question,
Vallabh
then you
not
can answer
playing.
yourself.
You're playing 11. You didn't say. You're playing 11. You can tell us.
It's same as everybody.
Like Sarfraz, me too. Same answer.
Don't worry, we'll ask
My
him for the
answer also
sunrisers.
same. I have given my view for Sunrisers already. I mean, as Manju bhai said, my answer also same, no difference. Right. Manju bhai, Mumbai's position this time.
Well, if the overseas bowlers click, they can definitely be the fourth team in the playoff, fourth or third. So, see, you never know. Sometimes what you least expect may just come true. So, it's like Gujarat at the first time they won the tournament. So, they have a lot of characters who are capable of coming good, and never
Right.
count this Mumbai side out. That is the one thing all opponents have to see.
Think. Yes. Third. I mean fourth. Manju bhai fourth. Saurabh bhai.
All depend upon if they will lose the first game. Because generally, whenever they lose apart from the last, if they're losing the first game, they're doing really well.
They
It
do
is to be
well.
said in the last few years. So what I think exactly, see, you cannot, at any situation, circumstances, two teams you cannot keep out of any kind of unwanted situation is a CSK and Mumbai Indians. The reason behind it, they are coming with so much of experience, leadership is so quality. They have the experience with them. So I must say, qualify का तो अभी पता नहीं because the rules have changed and again I'm not even a clear idea exactly that what the team will be, how the expectation will be taken care of. But somewhere down the line, they will be in the top 5 contention this time for sure.
Okay, okay.
And
Done.
always
Surya
one
bhai.
peculiarity of
Yeah,
Mumbai
Manju
is
bhai.
like whenever they lose wickets, the other guy comes and hits a couple of boundaries. Like you don't see this in all franchises. Usually in Mumbai, like you'll come, Surya will come and hit one four, and they'll put the bowling side on the back foot. So underestimate them at your own peril. So that is the thing.
Right, right, right. Yes, I just got a comment. He had to promote this CSK team. Well done, Kaka.
No, it's
Right.
for Arnab, it's like war minus the shooting.
We are very privileged to get a comment from the top of the table of Premier League.
Yes.
Ah, Arsenal. Right. Surya bhai.
कुछ साल पहले एक शो आया करता था द अनुपम खेर शो एंड द टैगलाइन फॉर दैट वाज कुछ भी हो सकता है दैट इज व्हाट टी20 क्रिकेट इज बेसिकली कुछ भी हो सकता है especially in the IPL we've seen countless instances of it so there are weaknesses there are evident chinks in this team but I think every team has their own chinks it's about how they paper over them and as Manju bhai said if their bowlers perform there is no reason why Mumbai cannot get in as the fourth team. I think they'll definitely perform better than last year. That's what I personally feel. Especially with
You
this
mean
impact
ninth?
player rule, they'll find a way to work around that.
And if you
You
stay
mean
with
they'll come to
Anupam,
ninth?
if you stay with Anupam Kher, na, you have characters like Dr. Dang and there is Shuklaji also. So like Mumbai is full of such characters, all varied. So you never know what they'll come up with.
I mean, I think we can share this amount. Reply दिखा दो 100 rupees Paytm करूंगा. So I think we can share from this fellow.
करो करो यार 7 लोग कर दो यार तुम्हारे लगेंगे सब चीज
And we can
I,
give it to him by
hey,
UPI.
I'll keep this comment for all the. I mean, until we end the session, I'll keep this comment. I need that 100 rupees.
100 rupees Paytm karo, we'll have vada pav today and dinner.
डूड तेरे को तो रियान पे आगे नहीं बचाएगा इस सब
Fine.
Saurabh
Kaushik, you are saying?
said that save your
Looks
shot for
like,
tomorrow, so I saved my shot for it.
looks like some MI fan has said something bad about Riyan Parag. That's why Kaushik is fumed about Rohit and Mumbai.
The other thing is, if you want a small backstory, and this is the time of Deccan Chargers. So there was a report in the news that one of their players has become unfit and he's got a belly, and he was their top scorer in that season. So,
That's it there.
so that is how it works. So you never know how it goes. So should be careful.
We are waiting since 2015. Sir.
ये देख रॉबिन का कमेंट देख 7 लोग बोल रहे तो 8 लोग बोल रहे बिना पैनल को आए पैनल को नहीं आएगा पैसा चाहिए
रॉबिन तो अवेलेबल नहीं था तो रॉबिन कैट पे कैसे कर रहा है
हाँ वही तो लगता है कुछ और करके काम कमेंट कर रहे हैं एनीवे कौशिक वेयर विल मुंबई फिनिश
Eliminator.
Eliminator.
They will be competing against Punjab Kings to be the fourth team of the playoffs, and they will be eliminated by RCB. Actually, to be honest, they will, I think, manage to get into the playoffs because the kind of talents they have, the exciting all-rounders they got. But inexperience might cost them at the end.
Right. Okay. Abhinav, don't be a fan. Be a very good analyst and say where will Mumbai finish.
My heart tells me that they'll sneak
No
into
hard
the
feelings.
playoffs.
No hard feelings. Original feelings.
My
Please.
my gut tells me they'll be fighting
Bottom.
for the bottom four.
Same confidence the way you talked about Kings 11, sorry, Punjab Kings yesterday. Same confidence.
Saurabh, let me keep you in solo layout 1 second. Yes, Abhinav. Yes, Abhinav.
The heart tells me it's they will sneak into the top four, but my gut tells me that it's a
Ninth
fight for the
position.
bottom four.
Right.
No,
ninth
we're
position.
not ninth, but yeah, it's sixth, seventh types. That would probably be where we might finish.
Right. Good, good. Mukesh bhai, please don't be a fan. Say your
Uh,
original opinion.
it's definitely better than last season, and if someone like Cameron Green and Team David perform, they will definitely finish in the playoffs. So as a fan, I'll hope that at least we finish in the playoffs. But I'm not as confident as I was last season also, because Bumrah is not here this time. So I'll say somewhere around 5 or 6.
Right, right, Mukesh. Kaushik, you're already hurt that you have to speak about Mumbai today.
No, no. I like to give my shoulder to people who are in difficult times, facing difficult times.
So you're a Javagal Srinath of the modern era.
I
I
got
just
this comment. Mukesh sledging Kaushik in Sachin voice like Ayla.
आइला आज अर्णब बाबू पूरा फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं. याद है आलिया भट्ट की मूवी देख के आ रहे हैं, लगता है तो पूरी काका इज लाइक इन फॉर्म.
ये देखो.
यार
Bottom bolo
ये
bhai.
तो कल नहीं, ये कल
bottom.
ना कल जो अपन लोग बॉटम आपका बात कर
Bottom
रहे
is
हैं,
reserved
बॉटम
for CSK now this time, Robin.
Bottom, unfortunately, it is
अरे
for a team that is completely discussed tomorrow.
बॉटम बॉटम जहाँ बोलना है वहां बोलेंगे, जहाँ नहीं बोलना है क्यों बोलेंगे.
बिल्कुल.
just one thing, one more thing
मुकेश
regarding
मुकेश
I,
Sir Benjamin Stokes, the guy Kaushik
अरे
is a
वो
future scout.
अरे वो
future का
फ्यूचर स्काउट
present
नहीं है,
scout है.
प्रेजेंट स्काउट. वो ऑलरेडी
Present scout
प्रेजेंट
exactly.
स्काउट है. उसके नाम लेके
Yeah,
कितने
is
लोग
it?
जा रहे हैं आपको पता है? I would not like to take the name and all for those guys who exactly even asking for his help and all. So and they like his tweets and all, and so exactly they are following them, and they are well known journal from Indian cricket fraternity. So I would not comment on that part. He is the current spot, might not be because they're 23 that they do want to do a child labor. So that's why the reason he is not coming into the seat.
Anyway, I think that's it.
Just one last thing, one small thing I just want to say. A
The
word of
hardest
caution
team, the hardest team to work with as a scout will be CSK because they will never gonna take someone below 30.
No, but if you have a spark plug, they may take it.
Oh, sort of the.
क्या हुआ? बोल
more
मैंने
digs,
सुना नहीं.
more digs.
मैंने सुना नहीं. Sorry,
He willfully shut his ears off for the Barbs. He willfully shut his ears off.
किसने अपना कान काट लिया भाई?
Hey, you, okay, guys. I think जिसका final prediction
Surya
was
was
please.
Surya bhai was telling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Surya
just
bhai.
it's basically a word of caution to the other 9 teams in the tournament. Make sure you don't let MI start well. I think that is important. Much like last year. I mean, if they start well, this is a champion team. All said and done, this is a champion team. It's in their DNA to win. So you don't want them to get into a winning run. That's my word of caution to the other team. But whatever their weaknesses are.
Right. Right. Cool. I think that's it from my side. Before going on, we have got 9 live watchers. Thank you guys for sticking on. Please subscribe to the channel to get more comments from Saurabh and Manjunath. Bye.
Please subscribe कर लो यार. इतनी प्रार्थना है बाकी सबसे. Please subscribe कर लो.
आधा काम मत करो. सब्सक्राइब के
हाँ,
साथ बेल आइकन भी दबाओ.
हाँ प्लीज. और एक बात और है, किसी ने अभी पूछा था, एक आडमन करके एक चैनल है, उसने पूछा था डीसी का हम कब कर रहे हैं. तो इफ यू कैन गिव हमारा नेक्स्ट हमारा कौन सा होने.
That is I think on Saturday. I think we talked on Saturday.
We are going to KKR tomorrow and Shubhayan is coming tomorrow, right?
Yes. Tomorrow we are going live. Shubhayan is coming.
Shubhayan is coming,
9:30.
so DC might be on Saturday or Sunday. So
I have already shared the list. Bhai. I'll share it again.
No problem. Guys, amazing.
Tomorrow is KKR, no?
Tomorrow is KKR.
and keep ready.
का शुरू होते ही खत्म हो गया.
I mean, let's have it tomorrow.
ये बस कप्तान को दिखाना. ये वाला को बड़े करके कप्तान को टैग करके भेजो वल्लभ।
अरे मैं खुद भेज दूंगा यार, खुद भेज दूंगा मैं।
तू भेजेगा तो तू माफी मांग रहा है ना, ये भेजेगा तो तेरा चमत्कार करो। Anyway, चलो
Yeah,
भाई, it's
we
amazing.
got appreciation for Doc. Well done, guys. Bring my friend Doc more often. Love hearing him always.
Me too. Please bring
We
Doc
love him.
always.
We love him
We need
as much as
we
Arnab does.
Need to see Manju Bhai more. Come on, guys. Come on.
मंजू भाई का एक फोटो लेके हम लोग सबको we all love to hear मंजू भाई for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
मंजू भाई knows it from G-Meet time.
Right. Right before we go off, Sir Benjamin Stokes with one more thing.
हाँ.
Kaushik trolling both CSK and Mumbai.
रीजन बिहाइंड इट ये है ना कि एक बार भी अगर बंदा 0 पे आउट हुआ ना, उसको कैच करके मारने का शौक कराते हैं। तो अगर 0 पे आउट हुआ तो कौशिक मुंह छुपाता फिरेगा, इसलिए अभी सबको ट्रोल कर ले रहा है। अच्छी बात कर ले भाई, देखो उसके चेहरे पे लाल हो गया, अभी कटने वाला है, कोई बात नहीं है।
Saurav bhai, you want to focus on? Should we focus on Abhinav for a fan message?
Yes.
नहीं यार, बस खत्म करो यार, खत्म करो।
Come on, Abhinav. You are on focus. Come on. A message to the fans.
Please keep supporting. I mean, to all MI fans, firstly, please subscribe to the channel. I think that is the least of the favor that you can do. And secondly, please keep supporting the team. I hope we have a markedly better outcome than we had last year.
Right. Saurabh, did you see that Abhinav face today? He's like, why did I join?
So one good thing about Abhinav I like to add is we were making a retro T20 team with Yasir and Krik Vidya. So Abhinav joined the chat and he came down from his apartment complex and he was roaming around the building with an air quality index of 400 with a mask, and he was still taking active part. So MI definitely needs and deserves more fans like Abhinav. So
Abhinav bhai, bura mat manna. I tried to keep the replies lively and light.
I don't take any of this any of it too hard. So I mean, I'm okay with
I'm sure this Benjamin Stokes is like Gangadhar is शक्तिमान वाला condition है, कोई बंदा है अपना ही internal बंदा।
हाँ, अपना ही है।
गंगाधर ही शक्तिमान ही गंगाधर है।
दो भाई होंगे तो it will be Winston Benjamin and Kenny Benjamin, ऐसे रहेगा, वही रहेगा।
पीछे बेंजामिन स्टोक्स आ गया, पूछना पड़ेगा। Anyway, चलो भाई।
Right. See you tomorrow again. Don't miss it. Don't miss the tomorrow session. See you again. Right, guys?
Okay, good night, guys.
Tomorrow session is gonna be very, very good. We have got already many injuries from that team.
दुनिया हिला देंगे।
Yeah, tell your Twitter handle so that people can follow you.
My Twitter handle is right here. I mean, for those MI fans and any other team fans, I mean, I've mentioned my Twitter handle right here. It's Abhinav_K316. 316 basically a tribute to the good old Stone Cold Steve Austin. So yeah, give me a hair, yeah.
Yeah, stunner. Everybody stuns you, Abhinav. Yeah.
फॉलो करना है करे, जिसको नहीं फॉलो करना है मत करे। पर्सनली फॉलो करो या ना करो, इस चैनल को जरूर फॉलो एंड सब्सक्राइब करो, because ultimately we all will be there.
Please do. Firstly, this is the most important thing.
If you like,
share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
तू ही बोल ले भाई।
हाँ भाई, थोड़े दिन पहले ही अर्थक्वेक आया था, और क्या दुनिया हिला देंगे।
मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा, कमेंट नहीं करूंगा, लाइव।
Yeah, guys. Anyways, thank you for the one. See you tomorrow again.
Good to be here.
Join in tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye bye everyone. Take care, guys.
Good night, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.